Feature Friday.
The freshest.
The day is here. I didn't know it was dropping today, but I saw it on Instagram and I was like, you guys tagged me as well. And I was like, okay, this is the end
And for
of
this
it.
review, headphones knowing Mr. Charlie, sir, he's going to do the whole, I can do it over here, I can do it. In case you haven't seen, someone clipped that from the live stream last week and they sent it to Feature Friday Clips and it's there. So we kind of do know what it's going to sound like because we'll slip it on TikTok. But let's give it a watch.
I am so excited, dude.
Go for it.
Yes.
I think you guys can hear it at the same time.
You take up every corner.
That is so cool.
Ever since the day you went away, no, I don't know how to erase your body from out my brain. What you gonna do now?
He's got an odd capability of making
fun.
shit so melodic and so
Bumpy at the
Yeah,
same time. He is literally the pinnacle of pop. And at the best standard the pop can be.
holy fuck, collaborating
Yeah.
with arguably the best,
The best-
pop vocalist at the
Yeah.
moment.
That's why this
Jungkook.
is mad.
What the fuck, dude? I just clocked that.
That's why I lost my mind on that last week's live stream, because I was like, this is literally
It's such a
a match made in heaven when it comes to collaboration.
this is the pinnacle of pop at the
Yeah.
moment in 2022. Go on.
Yes.
You just focus on me instead. All I think about
Nice.
next we were tangled up in your bed. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
I love this. Yes,
Mr.
sir.
JK.
Stuck up in my head. Yeah. Memories
Follow me left and right.
I can feel
Oh my mind.
That's so weird.
your love stays with me day and night. I can feel
Ah, JK.
you take up every corner of my mind. What you gonna do now? Ever since the day you went away, someone tell me how much more do I gotta drink for the pain?
I told you, this motherfucker speaks English. He's spoken English this whole time. He's just kept it a secret.
He's just been hiding it from the world.
And I think if you look at any of his like his lives and stuff, V lives, I'd like to pronounce it live. Live, if you're watching, it's live. Because he does a lot of sort of basically does free concerts a lot of the time, doesn't he? He
Yeah.
just sits there for hours in front of millions of people and he sings. But a lot of them are English songs. So perhaps kind of how RM learned English, you know, watching Friends and stuff. Maybe this is how he's become so sort of comfortable.
He looks so good as well. Yes, sir.
Dude, this is.
Nice.
I know this has made so many fucking people happy. This type
It's
of
making
collaboration.
me happy.
Again, this there was a sneak peek collab that they did for I don't remember what award show it was.
Oh, we don't talk anymore.
We don't
It-
talk
It wasn't
anymore.
a sneak peek. It was a full on. We don't talk anymore collaboration.
Right. And they did it live, and
Yep.
I remember that being such an iconic moment because it represented their vocal textures, and
Yep.
like they complement each other really well. And obviously in this particular composition, you're hearing the highlights of what they're known for the best. So it's one of the coolest things.
Do stay tuned to the end because you guys have also sent me a little snippet of Charlie speaking on how this came about. So, you know, one of the things that we like to do here on the channel is not only, you know, breaking down the song and stuff, but also learning how things happen.
Mm-hmm.
If we ever get a chance to speak like this, I would name myself a sir. If we ever interview Charlie or JungKook, I will become a sir.
Okay.
I'll become knighted.
By yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
You can make yourself a lord online though.
Now that's a conversation I would love to have after this. Go.
you did things to me that I just can't
Ah, he looks so good.
Oh, that makes me
Yeah.
tangled up in your bed. Oh no, oh no, oh no,
Ooh, that mark, my knees.
going round
I'm just checking that you guys can hear it.
stuck up in my head. Yeah, memories follow me left and right. I can feel the pain, I can feel the pain.
So cool.
And you know what? That's actually quite an old trick. That's like the
Mono channels, right?
yeah,
Left
that's,
and the right
yeah,
channel.
that's actually quite an old trick. Like when you think about it, it's kind of vintage and like the whole production of music overall. But I love how Charlie just brings that those elements of like creation in the studio that are so let's say primal in quotation marks, because it brings back like the basics in which when I was a kid we would play around with our stereo machine.
I don't
like
know.
this
No,
that
see
yeah.
what the difference was.
Exactly, and I love that this like music for Charlie is more like a playground, and it's a constant innovative invention.
Yeah, I think it's also it really intriguing as well when you get singers at this caliber like JK and then Charlie, when they are able to work so harmoniously together because
despite the distance as well. That's freaking cool.
yeah, I think they did do this remotely.
I don't think they did. I think they filmed it
No,
together.
when they came up with the ideas.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think they sort of did this remotely because I don't imagine given JungKook's schedule coming back. But maybe they were in LA though, so maybe that's also one of the things they were. I don't know. Let us know. They're probably recording it in person, maybe. But
Who knows?
yeah. But it's interesting that they're able to work so harmoniously together. Obviously, their timbre, color of voice, and genre translates very well together. But chemistry musically, it's very hard to sell if it's not there naturally.
That's
so
right.
no wonder that after performing live, they have sort of built up a friendship and a what would you call it?
It is so cool to see.
Yeah, a collaborative effort that has turned out very well. Go on, let's
Love
continue.
it. It's so freaking cool to see.
Stays with me day and night. I can see the way, I can feel the way. You take up every corner.
Holy shit!
Hey.
Yeah, someone told me they call that number and it's like Charlie. He's like, hey, it's Charlie.
Oh, how cool! Must call. I want to find out.
Yeah, you want to call?
Yeah. Let's.
What if we
use
both
the-
call at the same time?
I don't think you. That's another thing.
1,
It'd probably
3,
be
2,
super.
3.
I'm just using the QR code. Let's see what the QR code is. Yeah, you can just pre-save it and pre-order the album.
Huh?
Oh, the single CD.
I was about to say, they're doing an
Limited
album
edition.
together?
Well, I don't know.
Anyways, go on, please.
Cool.
And even though that you still know what you're gonna do now, did you know you're the one that got away? And even though that you still know
Oh, it's the harmony work is so clean.
that my dreams, they're all the same.
JK air drumming.
I close my eyes, memories follow me left and right. I can see you over here, I can feel you over here. Take up every corner of my mind. What you gonna do? Your love stays with me day.
Yes, okay.
Time to pay off, dog.
I can feel you over here. You take up every corner of my mind. What you gonna do now?
That's so cool.
I can feel you over here. I can feel you over here. You take up every corner.
That's so
What you
nice.
gonna do now?
Directed by Drew. Okay,
Cool.
so
Cool,
we'll have a
cool,
look
cool.
at how this
Light Switch was also pretty cool and how it was
came
made.
about. It was
Yeah.
like he did it on TikTok, like a preview.
Yeah.
Great idea to utilize TikTok as a promotional tool in that way to promote music. It's fantastic. It's been working lately very well. So I'm glad someone at the caliber of Charlie is also taking it to the next level creatively.
I love this dude.
I think we'll have a look at what he's mentioned on how he came about, but also I think the meaning of the video, sort of what I can depict, because the whole idea of left and right, it's sort of as they're both one person. One of them might be his consciousness. JK might be his consciousness, sort of like his inner voice.
Okay.
Like maybe it's like also like an analogy on the two little, the angel and the devil in your shoulder.
Okay.
Or the contrast of each other, and then he's maybe going through this and kind of depicting it to the therapist.
Yes.
But he's obviously alluring as well to the sort of comedic and satirical side of therapy and things like that. That you
So
gotta pay.
it's an expensive leisure.
Yeah, and still you can't seem to figure it out, and
Yeah.
you just fucking. I think that's probably what it is.
Most definitely. It's like when you like someone so much to the point of driving your own self insane. This is where I feel like...
Right,
Because
yeah.
like, you can have that one specific awesome moment with one person, and that moment would linger with you for a while, so memories kind of stay with you. So not to quote the lyrics and be super corny, but I think that's exactly what he's alluding to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that's probably accurate.
I love that you posted
And she
being
speaks
like,
quick.
hey, can you do this? And then he sings this line. Like, is that how it is? Like you're on, I don't know, a Zoom or you're on a FaceTime and you're like, hey, sing
Right.
this or do this line
I
or sing it
love
like
it.
this. Is that how it's happening?
That was a B-7, you know.
They asked me what my
What did he
thoughts
say?
were, what he
Wale?
would say.
Is that how it's happening?
They asked me what my thoughts were, what he would sing, and I kind of hear everything in my head, and I kind of approached it and how I approached We Don't Talk Anymore. I thought it would be great if he came in strong on the second verse. And maybe we, and you'll hear it in the record too. Like I sing on the left side of the speaker,
That's
and he
right.
sings on the right side of the speaker, and with our voices are intertwined. We have very similar voices that I think complement each other very well. And
similar.
I think we just executed this really, really well.
I
And
think
he
so,
again,
too.
He sent back the most perfect vocal ever. It was wonderful.
I think.
So you see, he sent it over. So that means that they probably got directions together. Like Charlie probably, explained what he wanted and what he saw in his mind, and JungKook recorded it at Big Hit.
Yeah, like I mentioned, their timbre, their color, the texture, and obviously their genre of choice is the same.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very, very close. They do have, what would you call it? Not twangs. They have mannerisms. That's the word.
Similar mannerisms, yeah.
And then they have distinctive takes and approaches to songs. But it's very odd when you get two singers working together that do have such a unique characteristics that are similar to each other.
Correct, and I would encourage everybody to go ahead and listen to this with a good pair of headphones on.
Yeah, for real.
And because it's a whole auditory experience. It's not the visual aid that you're getting alone with the music video, but it's a whole experience. It's like you're going through a 3D movie. So you're getting like this whole breaking boundaries between in the way that the sound has been mixed and equalized.
That's a good, I think that's the best way to explain it.
And it's also like telling twins apart, like there's like, I love that there's like a right side and a left side, and you can obviously tell who's who, but because they're so similar, there's also a moment of intertwining that if you're only listening to the track with headphones on, they become very clear.
Yeah,
it's such
I'm sure we've missed tiny little details because
brilliant composition.
It's something also that he does have the quality. Same with sort of JK solos and stuff. I think Euphoria is a great example of that.
Yes.
Where the more you listen to it, the more details you kind of get a grasp of.
Correct.
So let us know what you guys thoughts about it. Very, very
Go
cool.
pre-save it.
Yeah, go get
it.
the physical copy. I don't have a CD. Well, we actually didn't end up getting a CD player because one of our laptop has a CD thing, luckily. So let us know what you guys thought about it, and goodbye.